Welcome back to my mini math virtual class where learning math is fun. So this is still Miss A, and in this video we are going to discuss about equations with rational expressions that are transformable to quadratic equations. So for this particular topic, I am going to come up with 2 tutorial videos. So we will start with this first example right here. We have to find the solution set of this equation right here that involves rational expressions. Obviously, we have fractions right here, 3 fractions to be particular, and we can actually transform this one into a quadratic equation. Hence, we will be able to find the solution set of this equation right here. So, for us to be able to solve this, kapag ka nagsisolve ka ng rational equation, it is best to actually get rid of the denominators. So, for you to be able to do that, you have to find the value of the LCM. So, gaya ng binigay kong steps kung paano kumuha ng LCM dun sa previous videos ko, ganun lang din yung gagawin natin dito. Kukunin lang natin lahat ng denominators and then kukunin natin yung LCM nila. So, for x minus 1, this is already in its base form, so we can just simply write it as x minus 1. Same goes with x plus 1. Kaya x plus 1 lang din yung nilagay natin dito. But as for your x squared minus 1, this is a special product. To be specific, this is a DTS. So the factors of this special product is simply the product of the sum and difference of 2 binomials. So just get the square root of x squared, that will give you x. And the square root of 1 is 1. And then right after listing down the factors, all we have to do is just to determine whether we have some common factors or mga non-common na factors. And obviously, dito meron, we have x minus 1 right here. And of course, yung x plus 1. So, ibig sabihin, ang LCM ng tatlong denominators na to, ng mga algebraic expressions ay yung product ng x minus 1 at x plus 1. So, right after getting the LCM, now that we know what the LCM is, this is how we're going to use this. Ang gagawin natin ay i-multiply natin yung both sides of the equation by the LCM. So, you have x minus 1, then you have x plus 1. Dito din sa kabila, x minus 1 and x plus 1. Ngayon, may kanya-kanyang paraan yan kung paano gagamitin yung LCM. But as for mine, as for my case, it will be like this. Gagawin mo yung LCM divided by the denominator and then see if whatever na pwede mong ma-cancel out. Tapos kung ano yung matitira. So, for example, you have x minus 1 times x plus 1 right here. Divided by x minus 1. So, ibig sabihin, matatanggal yung x minus 1 dito. Ang matitira ay x plus 1. Meaning, you're going to multiply x plus 1 dito sa numerator mo. So, the process that I have used is divide and then multiply. So, ang naiwan sa LCM natin ay x plus 1. So, we will just rewrite it here. You have x plus 1. However, yung x plus 1 na natira dito sa LCM mo ay i-multiply mo dito sa original numerator which is x. We will be using different ink para makita ninyo. And then you have plus, you have 1 sa numerator. Same process, you have x minus 1 times x plus 1 divided by x plus 1. So this time, ang matatanggal ay x plus 1. So ang matitira ay x minus 1. So yun yung i-multiply natin dito kay x minus 1. Okay? This is equal to, you have x minus 1 times x plus 1 divided by x squared minus 1. So, if we are going to go back to the list of factors for x squared minus 1, diba x squared minus 1 is actually the product of x minus 1 and x plus 1. Meaning, kung i-divide ko tong LCM na to by this one, x squared minus 1, wala nang matitira. Lahat yan matatanggal. So, meaning, that is just equal to 1 times yung original numerator which is 2. So, from this point right here, di ba, natanggal na natin yung mga denominator. So, mas madali na nating isosolve yung equation na to. Let us just simply simplify this one further by using the distributive property. So, you have x times x is x squared. Then, you have 1 times x. That is simply equal to x. Positive 1 times x is positive x. Positive 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. And then you have 1 times 2 which is equal to 2. Combine like terms. And then ito ililipat na natin to sa kabila by using the subtraction property of equality. Itong dalawa ay like terms. So pwede natin ipag-add. You have x squared plus 2x This is minus 1. 2 when transposed to this side right here will become negative. So you'll have negative 1 minus 2. So that will give us negative 3 equal to 0. So i-equate natin siya sa 0 dahil nilipat na natin sa kapila. Ibig sabihin wala nang natira dito. Now, as you can see, this equation right here is already the standard form of the quadratic equation. And from this point right here, pwede na natin hanapin yung values ng x. So we have 4 methods on how to solve quadratic equations. One is through the use of square root property. Second is completing the square. Third is factoring method. And then the fourth one is the quadratic formula. So bahala ka kung anong gusto mong gamitin doon, kung anong mas komportable ka. So for my case, I'll be using factoring method kasi factorable naman to. I can simply get the factors of x squared plus 2x minus 3, which are x, we have x and then x. These are the factors of x squared. Since negative 3 to, all I have to do is just to look for factors of negative 3 that when added, the answer is 2. And since the factors of 3 naman ay 3 and 1 lang, okay? So, titingnan ko lang yung sign ng gitnang term ko. Yun yung magiging sign ng mas malaking number sa factors ng 3. So, obviously, that is 3. Kaya siya ang magkikerry ng positive. And this one will be negative, equal to 0. By using the 0 factor property, we can equate these two factors to 0 and hence be able to get the values of x. So you have x plus 3 equal to 0 and then the other one is x minus 1 equal to 0. Lipat lang natin sa kabila by using the subtraction property of equality and the addition property of equality respectively. It will give us x equal to negative 3 and x equal to positive 1. So these are the values of x. And if you want to check if they are both included sa solution set ng given rational equation mo dito, all you have to do is just to simply substitute these values of x dito sa mga denominators natin and check kung hindi ba nila gagawing 0 yung denominator. So let's have that one. Continue lang natin. I'll post the video right here. And we will continue sa next. I-erase ko lang yung mga writings dito and we will do the checking. Let's see if both are actually included sa solution set or one of them is actually an extraneous solution. Pag sinabing extraneous solution, ang ibig sabihin nun ay gagawin niyang 0 yung denominator, hence making the whole rational expression undefined. So let's check it out. Okay, so let's do the checking part. We have for x equal to negative 3. Ang gagawin lang natin is just to simply substitute this value of x dito sa respective na denominators natin. So, sinubstitute ko na siya dito to save time. We have x minus 1, so negative 3 minus 1, so that gives us negative 4. For x plus 1, you have negative 3 plus 2, so that is negative 2. And for x squared minus 1, so that is negative 3 squared minus 1. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9 minus 1, so you'll have a. And since wala ni isa sa kanila ang naging equal to 0, we can conclude that negative 3 is actually a solution of this rational equation right here. So, gagawin ko lang natin yung sa x equals to 1 naman. Wait. Do the same thing for x equal to 1. Substitute lang din natin. So, for x minus 1, 1 minus 1 is already 0. So, dito pa lang, naging 0 na siya. Oh. Then, you have for x plus 1, that is 2. For x squared minus 1, that is also equal to 0. Making two denominators of these rational equations equal to 0, meaning x equal to 1 is an extraneous solution, meaning it's not part of the solution set. Hence, therefore, the real solution for this equation right here is just x equal to negative 3. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. So I hope this helped you na kahit papano ay maintindihan kung paano mag-solve ng equations with rational expressions that are transformable to quadratic equations. So this has been Miss A, and I'll see you on my next video sa second example natin para sa topic na to. Math is fun! Bye everyone!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.